Hi everybody, sanibonani, welcome to my channel. Igama lami Ntando Mdletshe, and on this channel sibuka ama reality shows ethu ala eMzansi bese siza la sokhuluma ngawo lama shows, senza ama reviews or ama recaps bese siyaphinda futhi sikhuluma nga any other issues avuka uma ngabe lama shows sesiwabukile kwe-TV. If it's your first time joining us today and you really like our content, ungakhohlwa ukuthi press subscribe button kanye no notification bell so that uzothola umyalezo uma ngabe umsebenzi omusha sesiwufakile. There is a join button for those who want to be members of the channel. There's a thanks button for those who want to donate to the channel, and there's also adverts all the way through this video, so please watch my adverts so that you can support a channel. Yazi abantu bayakhala ngalama adverts amade. Guys, as long as you watch part of the adverts, okay, of course I would prefer for you to watch all of it, but if you can't because it's still on data, it's okay, you guys. Watch some of the adverts if that's all you can give to the channel. Anyway, you guys, today I want to talk about Londi London. We spoke a lot about Londi London when it came to Real Housewives of Durban season 2 because she was part of the cast for that season. I do believe that she's coming back for next season, you guys, and a lot of the things that are happening in her life now might actually be part of the storyline in the next season. If it's not, ngabe badlala ngathi phela, ngabe sibuka ifilm ngempela. So it will make sense that they would want to make it part of the storyline. And also just the fact that there was so much happening in her life during season 2 that we never saw, because of course they were focused on Ulasi, of course they were focused on Nunku, and they were not telling their own story lines. They were not telling any of their stories basically. So after the season, that's where we found out that actually they were having issues with who we thought was her husband at the beginning of the season. Then we found out it wasn't really her husband, it was just baby daddy, I guess. So yeah, you guys, so next season they better give us that story or sizoba very upset, okay? As the executivist producers of Real Housewives, you already know, okay? So I was surprised, you guys, when this story came up this week, because I was under the impression that they had already broken up with ubaba wengane yakhe or ubaba wezingane zakhe, because now she has 2 kids after the season of Real Housewives of Durban. Remember, there was a lady that came out to say that she was dating her man, and I thought that after that the relationship had ended. I thought the relationship ended even before she had the baby, but it looks like a lot of people still believed that they were together, you guys. Khona lento abantu abathanda ukuyenza where if somebody finds out information about your man, they feel the need to send you that information about your man. I always wonder, you guys, like, if you don't know the person personally, if you don't know me personally and you send me stuff about what my man is up to wherever it is that he is at, what are you hoping for as you send me that information? Like, what are you hoping that I do? Are you sending it because you care so much about me and my feelings and my life? Or are you enjoying the fact that I'm going to find out this particular information about my man? Like, I'm just wondering, you guys, especially when it comes to celebrities, because other than ukuthi siyahleba ngabo nje, do we really care whether they break up or they are together with their people? We don't, because it's not our life. We don't really care that much because it's not our life. So when you actually go to an extent of sending the person the information, what are you hoping for if you do not personally know the information? I'm asking this because actually this is what happened to Londi London. She got a DM where somebody was actually telling her who they thought was still her man was up to, but it turns out that he wasn't. So I'm gonna go through 2 articles that are talking about this. It's short articles, you guys, so it's not gonna be long. It's one article is in the South African, the other one is in Sunday World. I thought the Sunday World one was quite funny, that's why I just wanted to go through it, because it's under the Shwashwi articles. So this one is written by Unoktula Ngobo. It says RHOD Londi London confirms split from husband. I thought that it was already confirmed, honestly, you guys. It says musician and Real Housewives of Durban star Londi, where Londi London Zulu has revealed that she is no longer with her husband Hlubinkosi. Taking to her Instagram stories on Wednesday, 19th of October, the singer said that the businessman is free to date whoever he wants. Londie London's Instagram post came after she received information on her DMs, direct messages about her ex. Responding to the message, she wrote, "Thanks for the information in the DMs. We are no longer together. He is free to date whoever he wants." Honestly, you guys, like I said, I thought that they had already split, you guys. But I'm sure because, I mean, obviously, at some point, she was hoping that that relationship was going to work out. And during the season of Real Housewives of Durban season 2, they were talking about Amalobola and Umembeso and all that. So obviously she had hopes to they were going to have a future together. So for people to still be, even if they're not together, I'm sure it's not pleasant for her to be getting those messages, whether it's videos, whether it's photos, about what he is up to. I'm sure it's still, even if it's just a little bit, still hurtful for her to get those messages. So I do think that people need to stop, and maybe it's a good thing that she confirmed that they're no longer together, so that people can just leave her alone with that information, you guys. But moving on the Sunday World, you guys, they're looking on the other side of this story, because they are actually talking about what's going to happen now with Londi London on Real Housewives, now that she's no longer with that rich man. And of course, the biggest thing, the biggest issue that they were having last season when it came to Tonto was the fact that she was renting and pretending that she owned the house. So Ushua Shiga is asking some questions here. Okay, now that it looks like you might be in the similar situation as Ulasi here, who used to have this rich man providing for her, now you're not going to have that man. What's going to happen with you? You know, are we going to get the same story where you are pretending to own houses that you're renting? But let me read this article. So Ushwashwi uthi with Londi London rent like that other housewife now. Shwashwi is so shady. Shwashwi invented shade, actually. Shwashwi was shady before we even knew there was anything called shade. This was written on the 20th of October. It says there were many catfish cat fights. I thought it means catfishes. I'm like, yo. But we did have catfishes in Real Housewives of Durban season 2, because people were pretending to be living lives that they were not really living. And that's like a perfect definition of that. It's a catfish, but that's not what he's saying. Is Shwashwi a man or a woman? There were so many cat fights in the season of Real Housewives of Durban on who was lying about where they live and all. Now the big question is, will Londi London be renting too, since Miss London has just cleared the air that she is no longer with her wealthy fiance? Shwa is not trying to be mean, but Londi should have listened to her mother throughout the season of the show when she asked when the fiance will finish paying lobola process. And then it says, the trick to a successful marriage is not to give a man babies or to live with him until he has paid his entire dues. Now the girl has left with 2 babies and lacking their singing career. Listen, you guys, I'm one of those people that believe something different, honestly. I just believe that if a relationship is not going to work out before marriage, it's not going to work out in marriage. And I actually feel like I prefer for a relationship to not work out before I get married than after, because breaking up just a simple relationship is easier than breaking up a marriage. You know, you don't want to go through a divorce. I believe that if this man cheated, he was going to cheat in marriage, and then it was going to be so difficult for her to walk out. So this thing, Yoguti, she should have made sure that a man pays lobola for her before she moved in. Then she would have found out that this man is not worth it while she's in marriage. So which one is worse? I just feel like Mina, it's better for her that she found out before she got married that this man was just not worth her time. Now, Ushwashi Oti, is she going to rent a house like Lassie did, all in the name of protecting her family, or what? You remember Lassie said that she wasn't really going to shoot at her real house where her family lives, because obviously there's security risk there. That's why we were seeing her at that rented place, which was a nice place, by the way. Anyway, perhaps Londi should have just accepted her man wanted another wife. I mean, it's a norm these days. She'll still have a lavish lifestyle. No, I absolutely think that she should not have done that. I mean, unless she wanted his team, okay, but I think that if the relationship wasn't working out for her, it's a good thing that she walked away. Now that she's gone back home with her 2 babies, but hopefully she will bounce back. I mean, all it girls do that. Okay, they've got a beautiful picture of Londie London here, you guys. Kunzima ukuba yi-celebrity, guys, because all of us go through life challenges, all of us go through relationship challenges, and for us, we are able to make those decisions privately, you know, without everybody's inputs and everybody's shade. And so I imagine that you've just gone through this breakup. There's people sending you DMs, this side, naba boshwashwi bayahleba, naba bontando ku YouTube bayakhuluma. Yo, hayi impilo ye-celebrity mina angiyihaleli. Anyway, you guys, it's gonna be interesting to see what's going to happen with Londi London when it comes to season 2 of Real Housewives of Durban. Maybe she will be able to afford to show us a lavish lifestyle still without her husband. But he wasn't really a husband, I guess ex-boyfriend. Okay, thank you so much, you guys, for watching this video. Tell me what you think about this issue in the comments section. Please like it before Pumegiona, share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers. Ntando kakhulu.